Welcome to Wrestle Rock with Rick Connor,
fat and talentless,
Matt Flowers,
give me what I want,
Mark Kalbacher,
is that okay 2019?
And Corey Castle.
Tell everybody that you love them, so enjoy your life.
You're such a hippie.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another awesome edition of Wrestle Rock. It's the 5-year anniversary. I'm peeking all the mics.
Do you know what today is?
Yes, it's our anniversary.
What song is that?
It's called, what is it, R. Kelly or something? I forget.
Tony.
Tony. It's called Anniversary.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
So if you haven't guessed, look who's back, everybody.
Wrestlemania.
Yeah, Matt
One
Flowers.
man, he didn't know he needed a light switched on. Corey Castle versus the Muffin Man. In Tampa.
Man,
it got canceled.
It's
We got
canceled.
kids.
It's going to be postponed.
I'm back for the anniversary episode.
Hell yeah.
It's a crazy time to be back.
Yeah, welcome to the outbreak.
It's been very, very weird.
It's very crazy.
End times, as
The end
it's
times.
been told.
Yeah, well,
As it's been called, I mean.
it is what it is. You know, they're changing a lot of things about the world. It's not just wrestling. It's all over the place.
Everything's
All
very
kinds of
fluid.
sports, yeah.
Everything's very fluid right now.
Yeah, hand sanitizer and toilet paper are becoming scarce. So these are things that we have to worry about. And we got Smackdown in front of an empty crowd, an empty arena. Yeah, Jeff Hardy returned to no applause whatsoever.
Yeah, I was saying this for the show. I don't think if they would have had an audience there, I still think it was an underwhelming return.
Well, also because they mixed in Elias at ringside. They were setting up like
Yeah.
Elias and Baron Corbin. It's like
It was just like Jeff Hardy's comeback was just an accessory
right.
to
I
the
didn't
Baron
like that
Corbin,
at all.
the Baron Corbin angle with Elias.
Yeah, I don't know whose call that was. That wasn't great. But we got Jeff Hardy back, and I don't know. What did you guys think of SmackDown this week?
I'll say this: my favorite wrestling show of the week was AEW. I've been really becoming a fan of it.
There's some good stuff on
I've
there.
been really becoming
Yeah.
a fan. NXT, I DVR NXT, but for some reason
Was that
it
from the
got cut
Performance
off.
Center too?
Yeah, that was from the Performance Center. Raw next week is gonna be from the Performance Center, which sucks because it's supposed to be like the 316 day.
Yeah, Austin
coming back.
Austin's coming back.
Here's my hot take though. I think I didn't really care about SmackDown because it was mostly like a highlight show. Like they showed the Elimination
Well,
Chamber.
we
Right.
actually do have, due to this like amazing technology, we have the ability to travel into Monday 316 day and hear what Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to sound like.
We do. He's actually
He's going to cut a promo on coronavirus.
Yeah, he was supposed to
I
leave
thought it'd be
us a
him.
video,
That would be
but-
like, we actually have audio. Because we can't
I
get through a
set
Matt
him up,
Flowers
but-
episode without. Oh, well, it looks like we have audio. Completely unbeknownst to me. So
Well, he actually gave the State of the Union to the country on 316 day. Trump let him have a couple minutes there.
I don't know if this is
You know,
appropriate.
him and Trump know each other.
Yeah, they're Hall of
buds.
Famers,
They're all
dude.
buds.
I did give an Austin's 316 stunner to Trump one time. He took it like a man, fell right on his back, and then he became president. Next up, it's going to be President Dwayne Johnson. But, Corona. The coronavirus is a big scare. I'm scared. Austin 316 says I'm scared. Please give me some hand sanitizer. I don't know what to do. My illustrious wife, Kristen, is hiding in a bunker with our dog, Hershey. She's got all the hand sanitizer and toilet paper she needs. I'm sitting here alone. I got a big ranch all to myself. It's covered in hand sanitizer. The whole ground in the dirt and everything. It's very, very scary times. So I'm grounding all flights because I'm giving this state. I'm grounding all flights. I'm canceling WrestleMania. Everything is going to be held in an empty arena from now until 2021. And, good luck with that. I have
it was the highest rated State of the Union.
Stone Cold. We thought he still had it, but
No.
I guess he doesn't.
He's too
He's got the
scared.
corona, dude. Here's what I think's going to happen. I don't think they're going to cancel WrestleMania. They're not going to be able to have it at that stadium.
Right. They're gonna.
There's
put
a
it in,
contingency plan to
smaller
push it
place.
back
Yeah.
in July. But I kind of feel like, as Vince is ballsy, I think, and the last thing he wants to do is like postpone or cancel.
Right.
So I could see them, and we'll probably know by tomorrow. Like when this drops, we'll probably know like what's going on, just because they, Tampa Bay kind of gave them a ultimatum like by the end of the week.
But they already cut the promo with Shayna Baszler in that arena. Now it's for nothing.
Well,
it's for
I
nothing.
think they're going to have WrestleMania at the Performance Center with no audience.
It's
And they're going
possible.
to air it on Fox because all the sports channels are dying for content because there's no sports.
Mhm.
And I think people are going to watch it for free.
Yeah, I think if Fox turned around and just decided it's like, hey, we're going to pay a lot of money for WrestleMania, you're going to have it on here and
With no audience.
with no audience. You know what I mean?
They
I
should.
mean,
They
because
should have McMahon at commentary. They
And
should
you know,
do a
Triple H.
Ventura.
And
Yeah.
Jesse
And
Ventura.
Triple H was the best part of
Triple H,
SmackDown.
yeah, he did great on commentary. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed SmackDown.
Yeah,
It was very interesting. I thought they did great. Like they had live matches with no crowd. I thought that was, I thought they really did a good job. So I can see them doing
I
WrestleMania
like
with
the,
no crowd.
It looks like they're gonna have like Sami Zayn and Shinsuke and.
I missed you mispronouncing names.
Who's the other guy? Cesaro.
Cesaro.
Against Daniel Bryan and Gulak. The little feud.
I heard that. Yeah.
I would love to see a Daniel Bryan IC match with Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
Be awesome.
Yeah, man, it'll be interesting. They're still building matches up for WrestleMania. They only have 7 or 8 now, I think, signed.
Yeah.
They're definitely happening.
Raw was okay. Nothing
Yeah.
stood out. I don't get why. You can say what you want about the coronavirus. Like I know there's like truthers and everything, or whatever. But
Is there? Is there
there's
conspiracy
there's
theories?
Conspiracy theories.
In
But
regards-
and people that just aren't taking it seriously. People are taking it too seriously. Whatever. But like, did you see when Angel Garza like kissed that fan?
it was weird.
That was weird. There
Very
was no
weird.
need for it.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
And
just
like,
out
dude,
of nowhere.
like, you probably shouldn't do that.
Right.
Right.
That's
Everything
not
going,
something
like,
you should be doing.
Like that's not the thing to get over. Like I know I'm gonna get over.
I'm gonna kiss
I'm
some
gonna
lady who
sit-
doesn't
yeah,
want
during
it.
this like very serious thing.
right.
Like what during like World War II? I'm gonna go punch a Jewish person. That'll I'll get over. You know
He'll
what
be
I
a big
mean?
heel.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna be a heel. I'm gonna punch that Jewish person.
That's the name of the episode. I'm gonna go punch a Jewish person.
I don't know, but NXT. I only saw the main event, which I thought was pretty good. I kind of like. I don't know how you guys are feeling with NXT now that it's been on USA. Do you think it's been kind of like not as booked well and kind of watered down?
I don't think it's watered down. I think it's like kind of stretched out like to 2 hours. Like it kind of takes something away from it. Like they're getting a lot. They still have good stuff. They still have good matches, still good storylines, but there's also like a lot of other stuff peppered in that feels like it shouldn't really be there.
The word I want to use, but I hate that I'm using it, is it seems overexposed. now.
Yeah, that's the perfect word to use.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
I feel.
Hmm.
And
But I still like it.
Yeah, it's still really good.
I'm still a
Just-
fan of that over AEW just
Yeah.
because I like the characters more. I'm trying to get into AEW. I'm having a hard time though.
like I said, I'm trying to focus on the stuff I like on all shows.
Yeah.
And just not completely talk trash on the stuff like.
Right,
'cause,
right.
Like I'm not a fan of Janela and
Mhm.
like, the goofy stuff with like the Dark Order. I think is like the worst. Like even this Exalted one.
Yeah,
like,
it
it's
depends on
not-
what they do with
I
that.
still think it's cornball.
It depends on what they do with that.
I think this is something. The whole Jake the Snake thing. You thought he was going to be bringing in Buddy Lee or Brody Lee,
Brody Lee.
but he
He brought in Lance Archer.
Lance Archer.
I actually liked that.
I
I was into that.
I wasn't. I didn't think the build-up was cool enough. Like,
There was no build up. It was like
Yeah.
a week. It was just
Yeah.
Jake
it
the
was like
Snake doing
Jake
it.
was like, my client's gonna come out here, and,
Yeah.
and everything's gonna change for you, and then it was kind of, then it was like, kind of blown off for the elite being all together. Like, the elite stands together.
No offense, like, why would Jake the Snake have a client?
Right.
Since when is he a manager?
Or like he didn't explain like I'm a different role now. I'm a manager. I'm a mentor.
I'm an advocate.
He was just like, I have a client, Cody. Like, why does Jake the Snake have clients all of a sudden?
I'm teaching them DDP yoga, brother.
And I'm not a fan. Like, back to NXT real quick. Johnny Gargano is a heel. It's just like not. It's not working for me.
No? Oh, I'm loving it.
It's not working for me.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think it shows that he can do it all, you know? Like, it kind of illuminates his versatility.
I think the one he did with Ronaldo last week, did you see that one?
I don't like I think his promos come off so, like, phony baloney.
That's weird.
I think it would be more effective if he didn't talk. And people were just wondering, like, why did you turn your back? You know what I mean? Like, why did you turn your back on?
I see what you're saying. I don't like when anybody does that, though. Like, when they turn heel and they're just like, why did you attack him? And they're just like, and then walk away. And I'm like, that's not a good reason to turn heel. What are you doing?
You don't deserve an answer.
All right, man. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff was happening in wrestling this week. A lot of good stuff is happening now because a lot of our old guests and co-hosts and things like that have sent us some videos to check out, man. One, you'll notice Mark Kalbacher isn't here. He's kind of on lockdown right now. Just got back from L.A. So we'd like to play this.
Mark Kalbacher, a.k.a. Batista's dad.
Batista's dad in his tank top and hat looking all...
Coronavirus tank top.
He is wearing a Corona tank top.
Corona the beer, not the whatever. But this is Mark. He sent us a little something just to say hi and congratulations. So check this out.
What's up, guys? It's Mark from, I almost said the Uneducated Podcast, but actually from Rassle Rock. Congratulations to Rick, Corey, myself from coronavirus quarantine on 250 episodes. Can't wait for another 250.
Yeah, man.
Screw you, Matt.
Well, we didn't know Matt was going to be here until
Mark knew. Mark knew I was.
Oh, Mark knew you were, yeah. But you're a guest. You're a guest tonight.
No, it's good to see him.
Yeah.
And that he did the responsible thing, and quarantined himself.
Yeah.
I forgot that St. Patrick's Day was this week, and everybody was out like last night, and I thought it was just like I got mad watching everybody go out.
Why?
Because you're not supposed to be in like a group of more than 250 people. And you're going bar to bar, like you're encountering hundreds of different people.
Yeah.
Did you go out?
No. I stayed in. I was going to go out Thursday real quick just to down a couple drinks and go home just to say that I went out for St.
What about
Patrick's Day.
you?
I went and did comedy last night.
How many were there? 4 people?
No, there was like 30 people maybe.
All right. Well, again, but it's like, you know,
it's 20, 30 people. But I mean, it was just like want to, keep comedy alive, and it's. I've been sitting around. I was saying like, oh, I can't do comedy anywhere. I can't do my favorite thing. Oh man, poor me. And like, and I just reminded me of when you were saying that. I was like, my network wasn't working on my iPad. Well, I gotta watch it on my.
I don't want to do my second favorite thing. I want to do my favorite thing. Oh man, we
silly
had some
boys, silly boys.
We had some good, memorable stuff on our podcast.
I want to tell you something. So I went over my parents because they did the whole corned beef and cabbage thing yesterday. So we had some family members.
Corona
over.
beef and cabbage.
And I was sitting around with Frank, my brother, and my mom and dad, and I played them the Lanny Poffo. Well, you put together an anniversary show with clips,
right?
So that was the episode I found, and I knew that you had the interview with Lanny Poffo. So I sat there and made them listen to the interview, and then after the fact, dude, that's like I was one of my. That was literally like top 10 favorite just life happening.
Yeah,
like in my life, that was so funny. That's on like my top 10 like of my life.
It's funny because we talked to like Jerry Lawler and the Warlord and like
Yeah,
Tom
and
Brady and all these people.
I was explaining to him like we did give the worst interview, but to be fair, he was a dick. Like,
Yeah,
And we
he was-
really
he was-
didn't think
I
he was
feel
gonna
nothing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't giving us the best interview either. So it was
It was
like
a bad relationship.
it was just bad. It was a bad give and take there.
It
We
was
had to
the
break up.
drizzling ships.
Yeah.
Nobody gave and nobody took.
One of my favorite episodes has to be the Aaron Gainey episode.
Oh, that was on there too. But
Yeah.
I need to listen to that again.
Oh my
'Cause
God!
that was on that episode
Poor
too.
poor Kid Osborne.
That's so awkward.
If you didn't know, we had this guy on, Aaron Gainey. He was a wrestler. Passed away recently, and it was very sad. But when we had him on, he was talking about Kit Osborne. Let's just say dating his daughter.
Yeah, they
so
dated in a car
They dated in a car for a little while.
for one day.
And then Corey, in the middle of the interview, texts Kit, "Hey, you should call into the show." Not like why. Didn't give any reason why.
He did say, he said, "Why should I call in?"
Yeah.
I said, "We're talking about you." Well, that's what we were doing.
That's what we
talking
were
about
doing, but that was the most awkward thing. But we do have audio and video from Kid Osborne as well.
Oh, awesome. By the way, shout out to him because he's been rocking on MLW.
On where? I'm sorry.
On MLW, Major
Oh, he's
League.
been in it?
He's
Avon,
in
Avon Eric.
Filthy.
Angle.
He's in Filthy Tom Waller's stable.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he's like kind of like his gimmick has been like they're in a feud with the Von Erichs.
Mm-hmm.
So his kid has like the cowboy boots and that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like making fun of him. And he's been doing really well on that. So I
that's
hope
cool.
he hears that.
Yeah. I hope he hears everything.
He's at the gym.
Hey everybody, Kid Osborne here, but you already know who I am. Let's be real. I just wanted to wish Rassle Rock Radio a very happy 5th anniversary of podcasting. It feels like just yesterday in 2016 when a clean-shaven, beautiful, somewhat shorter-haired Kid Osborne had the privilege of being on your podcast several times within 1 year's time, listening to you impersonate Steve Austin almost every 30 seconds when we were having just so much downtime because we had no idea what else to talk about because all of our careers were pretty much like nothing to really brag about. Anyway, I just wanted to say happy 5th anniversary and I hope to be on your show again.
So one of these days we'll have Kit back on. Now that we're doing better in our careers.
We have our careers are something to talk about.
Yeah. And we don't do Austin. What are you talking about?
We only had Stone Cold Steve Austin on the show once
Yeah.
this year. I don't think at all in 2020. That might have been the first 2020
It might
Stone
have
Cold
been, yeah.
that
I
we've had so
haven't
far.
done that for a while.
Or we certainly are at a real good time to hear from Jesse Ventura about the coronavirus and about the truthers and the
Well,
conspiracy
actually,
theories.
Corey, it's funny you said that because we actually have audio from backstage at the recent Smackdown tapings, the Performance Center, where Jesse Ventura and Steve Austin were there. Okay, they were talking about the coronavirus, but also reminiscing of when they saw a young Drew McIntyre in the showers and talked him up to Vince McMahon. So we actually have audio of a conversation between Jesse Ventura, Steve Austin, and Vince McMahon backstage
We
at the
do?
Performance Center.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, in the background of the background, Drew McIntyre's in the shower.
Okay, you know,
So let's go to
the
it.
background of the background.
I'm
Let's go
not
to it.
the best with improv, people.
Let's go to it. Let's go to it.
You
Hit
know,
that button.
I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hit it.
Hit that button.
you know something, Steve Austin. I'm here with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. You know, I never thought that I'd be hanging out with Vince again after the last time where I was fired or whatever happened. I don't remember. I haven't read the book in a while. But I'm here because of the coronavirus. You know, that was already started by Americans. That was, I almost said that. I was like, no, let's not go there. What the hell are you talking about, Jesse? Started by Americans? Started by, oh no, I haven't. Oh no, I haven't. I have to go. Jesse, look what you did. You son of a bitch, you scared off Steve Austin right before Austin 316 Day. He was supposed to be down here He was supposed to be at the Performance Center because of Monday Night Raw being postponed and moved down to Florida. You know something, Vince? Let me tell you a little bit something about Steve Austin. Have you ever heard of flat earthers? Steve Austin is a flat earther because he thinks that the earth is flat. That's why he was coughing and ran off just now, because it's not the coronavirus that gets you. It's because the earth is flat. That's why it spreads so much. Have you ever seen, because if it was round like corona, like germs, germs can't travel around as quickly as they do without, do you understand what I'm saying about Steve Austin? So that's a very interesting theory from Jesse Ventura to Vince McMahon.
Germs can't curve.
Germs can't curve.
Here.
White people can't jump, and germs can't curve. So yeah, man. You know, I think we have audio. I think Dick Pear had something to say about the coronavirus. He was down in Florida at the Performance Center. He was cleaning
That shirt is.
He was
This
yeah.
is Dick Pear. Woo!
He was down there cleaning the pool.
Hi everyone. I was down in Florida cleaning the pools in my PT Cruiser. And I just want to say, you know, with everything going on in the country today, it seems like a lot of men are getting sick, and they start losing weight, and they start feeling ill, and you know, it's an epidemic. This thing AIDS it's an epidemic.
No.
And what?
Well, not AIDS.
It's not AIDS?
No. It's the coronavirus.
Oh, the coronavirus.
Yes.
Oh, don't worry about that, honey. Just wash your hands. You know, cough on your sleeve, and you'll be good to go. And don't use dirty needles, or stick your ding dong
No.
in the hing hong.
That's still.
Stick your ding dong.
What's a hing hong?
Take a guess. Take a wild guess. And you know, just be clean. And if you do, you know, use moisturizer, and wash your ding-a-ling. And you won't get the coronavirus.
This may be one of the
Or
most offensive
AIDS.
shows.
Yeah, I mean, ding dong, ding-a-ling, hing hong.
How is that offensive?
I'm
Dick Pear
offended.
just gave
I'm
you
so
like,
offended.
very good advice on how to not get AIDS or the coronavirus.
You know, speaking of ding dongs, we have some more audio, some more video from a few different people. But Nick Burke has sent us a video. Let's check that out right now. Mr. Nick Burke.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Rassle Rock on their Cinco anniversary show. I am Nick Burke. I am so happy that we finally made it to 5 years here with each and every one of you. And I just want to say thank you for listening to me. I know that you love me. I know that you want me on every single week. I know that you yearn for me. You send the emails. You beg, when's Nick Burke coming back on? We only listen for Nick Burke, and every week you don't give us Nick Burke. Well, guess what? You keep on listening, and you're going to hear Nick Burke. So, ladies and gentlemen, celebrate. Sing happy birthday with us. Cinco de... What's this, Marcho? Cinco de Marcho! Happy birthday to my favorite wrestling podcast, Rassle Rock.
Cinco de Marcho.
you know, it's funny thinking about it now too. Like, I'm going right back to like the CSB days when it first started. And it was Wrestling Rock Radio.
Yeah.
And hearing like, I know Nick didn't do it, but like Kit did it, where he was
Yeah, it was like, yeah, Rassle Rock Radio. It's like, oh man, it hasn't been that for a while.
it's funny because I think Danny called it that on one of the promos that we had, and it would be a fun time to sit around and like listen to some of the old like
some of the old ones. They're still out there.
Promos, the old get bits and stuff like that. we had so much fun. I mean, the Wrestling Rock Radio show when you guys started that I wasn't there every time, but I was there pretty often. But I had such fun listening to those episodes, and that's what like the way I feel about the podcasts I do. I'd want them to be the kind of podcasts I'd want to listen to. So that's why I was so happy to become a part of this one with you guys, because I loved listening to it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun starting it off. We used to have bands try and send us some stuff. Like we used to try and put like the rock and wrestling thing back together, and then we got really sick of listening to horrible music.
Yeah,
that was Butthole.
a lot of different types of music.
Yeah, it wasn't just rock. It was metal and country and all kinds of different stuff. But it was fun. But it was got a little tiring looking for indie bands all the time.
And it's like I'm giving you a free platform, and it seems like maybe we have a drop off when we go to play your video or we go to play your song.
Yeah.
Well, we started playing it at the end, right? Like as
we eventually got in there.
Music,
Yeah.
And then we eventually just did away with it.
Yeah. Yeah, we couldn't really find a place for it, and it was really it was a little difficult when you had guests in. It's like, okay, we're going to take a break and listen to music, So it was, it got a little weird. But yeah, man, those old CSB days, man, that's where we got to start. Moved up to Toxic Radio with the great Frank Olio.
Yeah, they're doing stuff with like celebrity boxing. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Did you see Sandman with celebrity boxing?
Yeah.
I heard he just had like an incident. He's
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
like a
what
incident
kind
at an indie show.
Was it like in a locker room or?
No, I think he came out and he was kind of like, whatever, like
drunk?
under the influence.
Yeah. I mean, I saw videos from other like people who are boxers there, like with Hack, and he was like,
well, he's always drunk, right?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't
I
he
thought
always?
he had gotten clean for a minute.
Oh, really?
But who knows? I mean, I don't know him personally, and the last time I can remember being in a locker room with him was one of the celebrity boxing shows. It was in Atlantic City.
Oh yeah.
At the Trump Taj Mahal, and him and Billy Reel were chugging Four Locos in the back, and I was like, I don't want to be around you guys. I'm gonna go.
This isn't for me.
I'm gonna go be somewhere else that isn't here. But
we were talking about
Toxic Radio. Doing well.
But yeah, my friend Josh now has a show on Toxic.
On Toxic?
Yeah. Well, he's our friend.
Yeah.
He's been on this show.
Josh, yeah.
Yeah, our friend Josh, but I say he's my friend because
he's more your friend
he's
than mine.
more
I run into him occasionally.
Yeah, I'm like real friends with
He's
him.
not calling me up anytime soon. It's like, hey, let's hang out. But yeah, Toxic Radio, man. They really did well. Francolio, Mike Francolino, he's actually helping us out with some audio issues that we've been having. He's offering his help for free, which is really cool. So shout out. I know he'll hear this because he'll be listening to it. But yeah, so shout out to him, man. I tried to get him to send a video as well, but he couldn't. He didn't have enough time. He was a very busy guy. He's running Toxic Radio all by himself. But from Toxic, we went over to Wildfire, and that's where we met our good friend Jeremy.
Jeremy's crying.
Did he send a video in?
No.
Ah, shoot. Crap. I really wanted. He's like, hey, Matt Flowers, just want to say happy 5th year anniversary. Screw you. I hate you.
Yourself.
I know where you live. I'm coming to your house. Poor Jeremy. Yeah, so Jeremy, that was weird. That was a weird experience with Jeremy leaving.
Yeah.
Because he just couldn't take it.
It was awesome when he was there. Like I remember when I would show up and he was there. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a good night. Not knowing that I was probably like scaring him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I guess
he thought he was being bullied by you.
He thought he was being bullied.
I
but
think that's so ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all gave him crap at one point, but like it was just joking around, and he took it seriously. You never know what somebody feels like. But so be it.
Yeah.
Let's have, before we play another video, let's talk a little bit more wrestling. We were talking about Triple H earlier, and it seems like he got some kind of a demotion. Did you guys hear anything about this?
Well, he said it on commentary. I didn't know anything of it before that. I heard him say get a demotion and then this. But I thought
See, I don't
that
get
was
why
just,
you have to address it. Like, if it's not true.
I thought it was just a
why
joke
do
he
you
was
care?
making about doing commentary. I didn't know.
No. He got like a legit demotion. Not like.
It's funny. It's funny to me when like some turd behind a keyboard, and I don't know who this reports from. I don't know if it was Dave Meltzer or whoever. You know, can say, "Oh, this guy making multi-millions of dollars a year." And is in a very powerful position and has worked hard and is successful where he's at, regardless of its wrestling or whatever, got a demotion. Okay, like, he got a demotion from what?
Did he say like well, did you hear the report? Like,
The
was
report said he got a demotion when the whole thing where Vince fired George Barrios and that other woman, and they basically, I don't know the whole report, but he got demoted.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's not head of.
Regardless of if
talent
it's true or
relations
not, like, A, who cares? B, I think they shouldn't have addressed it. They shouldn't give any of those newsletters like power to address it on a TV show.
I think addressing it takes that power away. It's like, where you're not reporting this, I'm reporting it.
That's
I'm
true
breaking
too.
my own story.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
it's just like.
Honestly, I couldn't care less one way or the other. But just the fact that he's not the head of talent relations anymore, I don't think this was like, oh, you're doing a terrible job, and we're gonna move you. You know, we're gonna. I think it was just like switching things around because Triple H was doing like a bunch of stuff. So I think he's just not doing that one thing anymore, and they put somebody else in his place. I don't think that's like, oh man, thank God we finally got rid of Triple H. You know?
Yeah, but again, is it a demotion if you're getting paid the same?
I don't know. If he is, good for him. I mean, I
more
don't think he's.
Is it back? Like, okay,
he
cool,
more?
demote me.
Yeah.
My paycheck's
I have to
still
do.
going to be
Yeah,
the same.
He's
I have
still
less
going
to do
take
now.
over for Vince one day.
Yeah.
That's absolutely going to be
Exactly.
the case.
So yeah.
So to that Muppet behind a keyboard,
You damn Muppet.
he can. I don't know. I'm going to say.
Eat
gonna
cookies.
Say something.
Yeah, Muppet.
Don't wash your hands.
Don't watch
see what happens. Don't wash your ding dong and see what happens.
I hope somebody hugs you and coughs in your neck.
You put your ding dong where it don't belong, something's gonna happen.
Put the ding dong where it don't belong.
Something's going to happen.
Let's hear another video, guys.
Let's-
Let's hear some more. Let's hear some more stuff, because we got the voice of Rassle Rock that you hear at the intro of every show, introducing us, Mr. Jay Davis. He was nice enough to send us a little hello, and congratulations. So let's take a listen.
Hi, this is DCW announcer Jay Davis sending out congratulations to the fine folks at Wrestle Rock. Happy 5th anniversary. Keep on rocking on Friday nights, wherever you get your podcast, and we'll see you at
I
ringside.
don't know if that guy can talk in anything except announcing. Like, I really think he just goes over and he's like,
Yeah.
good morning, honey. Hey, what's for breakfast? But he's great, man. If you ever need a ring announcer, look up Jay Davis, because he's absolutely fantastic.
He was a cool guest on the show.
Yeah.
We had him in the studio. When we were
He's a
at
good
Wildfire.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. And we're eventually going to record another intro so it doesn't say 2019 and do a lot of other stuff.
I was gonna say I like watching him do his work because
Uh-huh.
he like you can see like the love he has for it.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've watched a couple of the videos you had on your YouTube channel where
Mhm.
he like comes out as the ring announcing for the guys,
Mm-hmm.
and you just see like he takes it seriously and it looks like he likes what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. He's always been good. He loves wrestling, and he loves ring announcing too. I see him every month at DCW. He's really good. He's a really great job. So thank you very much, Jay Davis.
Thanks, Jay.
We'll have you back on this show sometime soon, and we'll have you record another intro for us.
If you're watching on YouTube, Jay, this one's for you.
Thumbs up, buds.
That's a thumbs up
That was
and a
thumbs
wink.
up. For those people
When
listening,
listening
on the podcast,
and not watching on YouTube,
that was with
you
thumbs
missed
up.
out. On
That was
thumbs
the
up and
audio
wink.
of thumbs up. Can you hear?
I have to put the microphone right up to the thumbs up so you can hear it. Did you hear that?
Oh man. What else is going on in wrestling, folks? we're still talking about WrestleMania. We brought that up earlier that it might be pushed back, might be in front of an empty arena. Matt, you were talking to me off air about the Fiend a little bit.
Yeah, I sent you a text. It was a hot take. I think Doink is a better character than the Fiend. Was more successful because if you think about it, it's the same kind of thing where I'm talking about like the evil Doink.
Right.
Same idea.
Yeah.
Like here's this scary. He's like a clown.
Yeah.
Type of thing. But to me, evil Doink was so great because you had Matt Bourne and he could cut a promo, an evil heel promo as a clown, and he could have 5-star matches. Like if you go back and watch his matches with Jannetty or Mr. Perfect or Macho Man or like anybody, it's like Matt Classic type of stuff. But he got the character over, and you were like, oh, this is a wrestling clown. It's scary. The Fiend, that's just like cornball, dude. And I texted, I'd rather see. It's too
Doink
bad Matt
versus
Bourne.
Cena.
I'd rather see evil Doink versus Cena at WrestleMania.
Well, that
You
thing
know what I mean?
on SmackDown was weird, and it was very. It was like discounting a guy that you just made your main champion. You're discounting him like he's nothing now. Like it's like he's just cannon fodder.
But the same, I agree with everything John Cena said in his promo. Like
Right.
A lot of people say, "Oh, they're burying me. They're doing this," and Cena's like, "Look, he literally has lost a lot of big time matches,
And nobody
he's
ever
failed a lot, and all he did was blame himself. He never said this guy's burying me. They're burying me, brother. No, he took responsibility and he worked at it. So like everything he said, I was like, you know what, you're right. And people are Bray Wyatt like putting out these cryptic texts about the man burying him, and they don't know. Well, you know what, dude? Like, be a man about it. Take responsibility. Say, what can I do better? Because I tell you what, this Fiend character, you're not getting it over. You're not doing a good job at it. You're not creepy. You're not scary. You're not doing anything for me. All right. I'm telling you, like,
something needs to change.
you need to, like I just look at it and watch those promos and think like, this could be so much better than what it is.
If the puppets were put on lipstick,
Yeah, I didn't talk about it, dude. It should have been way better. But you come out there, you're in skinny red leather pants and a brawl, and that's what you come. And I'm supposed to be scared or whatever that is. The singlet.
Oh,
You look like
I'm like I missed an episode. Where did he wear a
okay,
prop?
the mask is cool, I guess,
Yeah.
but like
the
you
lantern
look
and stuff
you
like
look
that. It's cool.
Like,
So it's the same thing over and over again. It's my problem.
Yeah.
It's he comes out, does the same entrance every single time, or he's like somebody would be cutting a promo and then the lights.
And
will
I
go out
don't agree with Goldberg beating him. I don't agree with that. But you know what? Didn't care because the Fiend doesn't make me care. And I agree with John Cena. He was saying, "Yeah, I want to invest in the young superstars, Ciampa, the other guys that he mentioned, and he didn't mention the Fiend." And I agree with him because Bray Wyatt and the Fiend, dude, you had your chances. It's not working, brother.
Yeah, if they, I talked about this on here. Like the Goldberg beatdown just crushed everything. Anything that he had going for him is gone now because of that match. So if he goes in and gets beat by Cena, or if it's not like a complete squash, like he needs to destroy Cena. That's the only way to save the character. That's the only way.
Would be the very only way. Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody's going to care if he goes in that. Even if it's a great match, and he wins, like it's not gonna bring back that craziness.
And I agree with Corey with them totally devaluing him by having a 56-year-old fake tough guy, Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
Beat him. Let me tell you, I never liked Goldberg.
No, me neither.
I was never a Goldberg guy.
No.
I always saw through him that he was this fake tough guy. Played a couple years as a bench warmer in football. Was this fake tough dude. Want to be like a cage fighter, and meanwhile he's being tapped out by like Jericho in the back or whoever. And I just never bought into him. I was always like an Austin guy because Goldberg was a poor man's. Somebody put it perfectly. He was a poor man's Nikita Koloff.
Yeah.
He was basically Nikita Koloff, but Nikita Koloff got the Russian thing over. So
we need a Russian Goldberg.
Yeah,
That's what we need.
nothing, you know, and that makes me another point real quick about WrestleMania. Nothing's really like tickling my fancy about it.
Well, Edge and RKO are Randy Orton.
Yeah, Edge
but
and
then they
Orton.
had them touch. They shouldn't have touched at all until WrestleMania. But didn't they have Edge spear him on Raw or something?
Him and RKO.
Dude, they shouldn't have touched. They shouldn't have touched.
Yeah, it was.
So that I don't
too-
care about
too
now.
Zealous.
I don't care about it because you know what I mean. Like, where's the heat now? Where's the heat? And there's nothing else really tickling my fancy. Hogan's not wrestling. Like, what are you excited about? WrestleMania. Goldberg.
I think
and Roman
WrestleMania is
Reigns?
a brand more than it is like WrestleMania is an event to be excited about.
But there's nothing to get
But
me
nothing
excited
nothing
about the event.
specifically that is standing out to me to go, wow, I really need to watch that.
What about you?
I want to see Becky and Shayna. I'm really into that. I'm curious about the Andre Battle Royal now because I'm hearing Hogan might be in that, and if he is, he's got to be winning it because I can't see anyone throwing him out and him being like not really hurt after he lands. So if he's in that, I think he's winning.
I'd rather. How old is Hogan? He's like 60
Good
something
question.
now,
This is the late
probably.
60s.
I'd rather see a 60-year-old Hogan
Win that
instead of a 56-year-old Goldberg beat the
match.
Fiend.
As champion.
Or as champion.
Because
you know Hogan and Roman Reigns, Hogan at his age would be able to put over Roman. Like a Hollywood Hogan, a heel Hogan
yeah.
versus Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that match would be awesome. And all Hogan would have to do is maybe take his weight belt off, hit him with the weight belt a couple times, pantomime to the fans, kick him, and then Roman can just spear him, and I guarantee you it'd be way better than freaking fake tough guy Goldberg.
Yeah, Hogan's 66 years old.
66. Damn.
Yeah, those are my
Yeah.
thoughts. Nothing is giving me that, eggplant emoji.
You
about
lost
WrestleMania.
that love and feed.
The Hall of Fame now is going to be cool. Davey Boy Smith is going in.
Finally.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When my first wrestling magazine, the first picture I saw, reason why I got into working out and all, I saw a picture of Davey Boy Smith,
Yeah.
and I was just like, how does a man look like that?
How do you look that
There
good?
was two. It was Davey Boy Smith and it was Vader. So it was like, can I get that? I had to choose one. I chose the Vader.
Imagine if you chose the other one, what you'd look
I
like
went
today.
the Vader route for the first 18 years.
Yeah, you did have that Vader look.
Not nearly as much, but I had to go one way or the other. But I'm excited about that. It's on a Thursday, which is kind of
Yeah.
different, but
It's different, but as long as they don't do the ring thing again like they did
and like I
last
said,
year.
if they even have it, we
Well,
don't know
like
what's gonna go.
with everything being so postponed, and it might be
Yeah.
at the Performance Center and no audience.
That's probably be better anyway.
Yeah, because then
They used
Like-
to do that.
like
They
I
used
said-
to do that with that
I
stuff.
said on here, the Hall of Fame needs to be an invite only, like
Yeah.
very exclusive fans, like only
Legends,
only like exclusive fans.
Like
Or-
if they did it at the Performance Center and it was just the wrestlers, the boys. Like if it was just you have that front row of like Triple H and Austin and all those guys,
Right.
and then you just
Like the
filter in
roster.
you fill in the roster, you fill in like the Hall of Famers that are already in.
Mhm.
Like you have like Bradshaw or not Bradshaw, Ron Simmons. You have Ron, the other acolyte. If you have those guys, Sergeant Slaughter and all those guys are already in there in the thing, and we lost. I got it. That would be cool. I'd be into that. Somebody else talk now while I fix the camera.
Well, the reason why they make a big thing is because they have like the 1 hour red carpet thing, and
Right.
but they could still do all that at the Performance Center.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
It's
They
just
c-
it's
they
just a
could still-
smaller venue and it's a more intimate venue.
yeah, they could make it like a real event
Yeah,
without having to have it open to the public.
yeah, I agree.
The public has really destroyed the last couple Hall of Fames.
I think so.
Stop
Them-
letting
them-
people in the
Them
Hall
cheering
of
and
Fame.
like getting their input
trying
in.
to chant stuff. They get them. They make it more about themselves and
And I don't like how it's so like apparently like last year especially, like everything had to be like you need to stick to your script that was approved. I like when the guys go off on tangents.
Yeah,
and
because
their
it's
stories.
organic.
It's more organic, and that's what people want anyway.
Right.
They want I mean I don't want like Hillbilly Jim to go on for like 10 hours, but I'm glad he went on and told his story and about everything, and Mr. T was kind of long, obviously, but it's way better to do it the organic route, even if they're going to go over a little bit more. Just cut them off. Just give them the signal.
Play the wrap it up music.
Yeah.
Or have Kane go out there like they do with Mr. T. But no, DJP did a great one.
Yeah.
Like they let him, they let him go because his speech was really good. Like there's people backstage like listening to them before they go out there, So.
And I think carte blanche is important too. Like somebody like I know they're inducting Davey Boy, so I guess Harry Smith is going to induct them. But like
Probably.
even if the Hart Family wants to go out there, they should have carte blanche to just go as long as they want.
Yeah.
Oh sure.
It's honoring.
Yeah.
It's honoring an amazing talent, and you honor that talent by getting the people who are here that can say the nicest things and the people whose sentiment will mean the most.
I'm hearing Miss Elizabeth might be going in this year.
Elizabeth, will you marry me?
Who would induct her?
I don't know.
Lex Luger?
Lenny Poffo?
Lenny Poffo?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm sure she has families.
Oh, sure. But, I mean, who in the wrestling world would be close enough to Elizabeth? Is George Steele still alive?
Hogan?
No, George the Animal Steel died.
Did he die? Okay.
Remember, he died right before Aaron came on the podcast.
That's
Aaron
right. Yeah, they
it.
were talking about how he was a racist.
Yeah. Aaron was like, dropping breaking news, George the Animal Steel, racist.
Speaking of racists, let's play another video.
Nick Burke, ladies and gentlemen.
No, not a racist at all. Very good friend of ours. Me and Corey have known this guy for a long time. We've had him on the podcast several times. He is now currently the president of Dynamite Championship Wrestling. Let's hear from Mr. Craig Prendergast, everybody. Yay, give it up for him, Craig.
He's my friend.
Hello, I wanted to wish Rassle Rock Radio a happy 5th anniversary.
Radio again.
I can't believe it's been 5 years. I've been on the show a number of times, and it's always been a pleasant experience. So I want to wish congratulations to Rick Feinberg as well as Corey Castle and the whole cast that they have on there. So again, continued success. Happy 5th anniversary to Rassle Rock Radio, and hopefully you'll have 5 years, 10 years, 15 years more. So congratulations, guys.
Thanks, Craig.
Thanks, Craig. What's his responsibility as the president of CCW?
To be a jerk in front of the crowd.
Oh, so they're still doing that whole angle?
Yeah, it's like a...
they should just not do that.
No, with Craig, I think it works. Have you seen any of the videos? They're on my YouTube channel.
No, they should just... That thing is just so dunzo.
Well, it's not like a... I'm going to come out and make matches. I'm going to interrupt this match and switch things around like that. It's more of... there's like a stable going on. It's more about like protecting the champion, heel champion.
On paper, it's passe. But
it's very passe.
It's an experience for those people who are at that event, and that's who it's about. And it's not about. It's not really about attracting internet fans or like casual smart marks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They do good. It's a good job. We got to have Craig back on at some point as well. We haven't had him in a while.
I haven't actually spoken to him in a while.
We haven't had any
you can
guests
see him
on
right
in a
now.
while.
Hi, Craig.
Well, we had Sozio last week. That worked out well. That was a good guest. But yeah, we're working on getting some more guests in. Some old guests and some new ones as well. Some people that we haven't talked to before.
From speaking with my parents, Tony Stallone would love to come back.
Yeah,
that
was a good interview.
Was a great guest.
I just saw him at the gym. I just saw him at the gym like a couple days ago. Yeah.
He's just that local legend, man. He's just around. He's just around.
I saw him a couple days ago. I told him to come by. Yeah, I told him to come over to my house and just hang out. Like so. Yeah.
You know
forget your parents.
Do you know what I want to do?
I'll go right to the source.
Do you know what I want to do with Tony? We should watch a match with him. It can be any match, whatever. You can pick a match on the network, and just through his eyes, kind of break it down.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then you guys can kind of like have dialogue about like how a match supposed to be like kind of like designed, broken down, stuff like that, like an actual conversation about a match.
Yeah.
From your perspective.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And since you have three different, and then you can like kind of talk about, because three people who are in the business, how maybe there might be three different ways of how you gone about things.
You know, we could do that with people, a lot of people. We could do that.
Yeah, but
with
Tony Stallone.
Yeah. I mean,
but
is
Tony
the man.
We can start it with him.
He can bring over a pizza.
Oh man, so we're starting to wind down here a little bit, guys. We're almost an hour in. How about we do a little Who Wins Wrestling?
Let's
man?
do that.
Let's focus that spotlight. Hit the music. Who wins wrestling?
Who wins wrestling? Blah 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 blah.
This week I'm going with gosh, it's a little rough. I think I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns. If you saw his promo on Smackdown, to me he came off as more like a regular guy. Like I'm still not
cash.
I'm not into the Goldberg match yet,
right.
But this kind of got me a little bit more into it. He just came off as more of a, like more of a regular dude. Like
he's gonna win the Universal title at WrestleMania.
Let's hope.
Foregone conclusion.
But still, it got me a little bit more invested in the match. So I'm hoping they build up more over the next couple of weeks. Who else? Matt,
I'm gonna go with like I said, like I've really been liking AEW, which I'm surprised because I think it was in the opposite, but I've really liked their storylines for the main players. Their matches have been really good. Like I know on Wednesday, like Santana, I'm sorry, it was Ortiz and Cody had a great match.
It was pretty cool.
I'm liking the what are they called? The triangle, death triangle. That's something different. They have the different stables.
Yeah.
Jake the Snake has clients now. All of a sudden, I'm gonna say Jericho though because he's playing that like eating grin heel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he did a promo where he was back with his boys, Sammy Guevara and Big Jake Hager, the Big Hurt, the Big Hurt, and they did the thing like, oh, by the way. Like, and then they end up beating up one of the Young Bucks, and they did the walk away, and he was high fiving. Like it's just like, it's what I liked about it. It's simple. Sometimes I think people try to overthink things on how to get emotions out of people, but he's very straight to the point, simple ways, and he does the thing in the match where Sammy Guevara goes into poses and Jericho goes into and he was probably like my favorite thing this week. As far as wrestling goes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who I'm really liking, too, is Darby Allin.
Really?
His vignettes have been pretty cool. Like, this week he showed one where he was in a truck and he had a body
bag.
In a body bag that was moving. I thought that was kind of creepy. And, I'm interesting to see. And I keep reminding myself that, okay, he's really young, but I think they have kind of a star there in the making. As he gets older.
Maybe he'll get up there. What do you think, Corey?
I'm gonna say two things. One, I'm gonna say Triple H because of how much fun I thought he was having.
Because he was demoted.
He was having
he
so
was
much.
Demoted to commentator.
He was having so much fun, and it was like real organic, and it felt really real. So I'm gonna say Triple H in who wins, and who loses is Eric Rowan.
Oh my God!
Dude!
But he got that cage squashed on Monday.
So what did you think of the reveal?
It was
awful. That was terrible.
We talked about it last week on here.
Yeah, we were like, dude, just get a real spider or just don't. It's funny as hell. Like just squashing the cage. It's like wow. When the internet really hates something, it just gets wiped out.
It would have been cool if it was like one of Bray Wyatt's like hand puppets. If it was like the Buzzard or something.
Well, they booked themselves into a corner. Yeah. Right away, when you have somebody bring out something in a cage.
Know what the hell it is before you debut it.
It's like the Raw Anonymous General Manager. What if the Raw Anonymous General Manager was in that cage? Oh man.
My loser of the week, real quick, is the Fiend. He looks like such a chump.
He wasn't bad this week. It wasn't bad as losing to Goldberg. But I don't know. I don't know if I have a loser of the week.
Can you imagine how good Doink would be instead of the Fiend? Like how good the Doink character would be?
if they went above and beyond with the evil doink, if they like made it even creepier.
Because he can legit. Matt Bourne. I wish it was Matt Bourne.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there was some times with that evil doink character that creeped
good.
me out, where he was like laughing, and then all of a sudden,
stuff,
yeah, it was underrated. Because you think doink, and you're like, oh, with Dink and
Doink's
the
Fun
confetti
House.
and the Doink's Fun House.
Doink's Fun House.
Dude, I think of the video game where he had hammers.
Yeah, the big hammer, the big glove.
Is
and
that
the
in your
buzzer and
house? The in your house game?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I don't have it here, but I had it at my old house.
No,
No, I know. I'm kidding.
He's
Look
doing
what he
comedy,
did.
ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of comedy, we got a one of your favorite episodes of Rassle Rock was interviewing somebody that thought that he invented the Bull Club logo.
Oh yes.
And we have a clip of our a good friend Matt Bomboy, pretty much giving us a commercial for Rassle Rock. So
Is
let's.
he wearing a Bullet Club T-shirt?
No, would that be hilarious? Let's get into that right now.
Yo, Bomboy, you ready to work out? Bomboy.
Oh, yo. Hey, Steve, what's up, man? Yo, I'm checking out the latest episode of Wrestle Rock. Speaking of Wrestle Rock, you know they've been on the air now for 5 years? Yo, Rick Feinberg and Corey Castle killing it. They cover all the biggies. WWE,
Just us.
AEW, TNA.
Do you mean T&E?
Yo, they cover them too. Speaking of that, tune in. You can check out past episodes of me, Matt Bomboy, talking about what came first, the chicken or the egg.
Don't you mean the stars or the bullets?
Stars of the Bullets. Yo, they cover that too. Pew! Straight shoot. Yo, check them out. 5 years.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
That was cool though. Like I asked him, he was so nervous about recording that.
It was such a comedy thing.
I hope I told you. I legitimately really like Matt Bomb.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And I hope he knows I just was
We're
busting
messing
chop
with
for
him, yeah.
entertainment, dude. Somebody's got to be entertaining on this goddamn show. You know
When
what I
you
mean?
left us, though.
But I've always liked him.
Oh yeah.
And I hope he feels the same.
Yeah, Bomboy's one of my favorite
cool.
people.
I really like him a lot.
Absolutely.
Same.
Sames. Yeah,
He's
we
a
had a
good
lot
dude.
of fun with Team New Era, and anytime he's on the show, it's a good time. The guy can really talk. One more thing I wanted to bring up before we get out of here was Gronkowski. It's been announced that Gronk is coming.
Gronkowski.
Yeah, Gronk is coming officially to the WWE.
Here's what I
What do you
love
guys think
about it.
this?
I think Mojo thinks that he's going to be involved in some because it's his boy.
Yeah.
Like Gronkowski's Mojo's boy.
Right.
And you know that's not going to happen.
You know.
Right? Like, they're not going to put Mojo Rawley in a storyline with Gronk. It's probably going to be like, SummerSlam's going to be in Boston. You know it's going to be like Gronk and Cena or like somebody big. It's not going to be Mojo Rawley.
You think
Sorry.
he's getting all like,
yeah,
finally I'm going to
they
get
had
over.
him on SmackDown.
All right.
Like, get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? He would be a perfect commentator. I was thinking that when he was doing
Mojo?
the yeah.
When he had his head, he was like not paying attention where the microphone on the headphones
Yeah,
were.
yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Cole picked it up and he's like, idiot. you idiot. I love that.
Yeah. I like Mojo, but dude, what was he wearing for the past year? Like in his.
I don't know. At least they did away with the that weird.
The
weird
face paint.
The weird face paint. Yeah. At least they
Just-
did away with that.
That thing going nowhere. But so that'll be cool, and I think he's going to be doing a couple matches. Let's knock the stuff over.
Still on?
Yeah, we're still good, I think.
So yeah, that'll be interesting. Kind of the whole coronavirus. Probably, maybe if had like an anime thing or Wrestlemania or something.
If I had a genie in a bottle, I would wish to give it a shit.
Well, that's a good no, but you bring up a good point.
I don't care.
No, you bring up a good point because they think by these mainstream additions, like Gronkowski will play in the NFL, but it's always too little, too late.
Right.
He's been retired a year. You know, like it's kind of like it's the same thing with like Cain Vasquez.
Yeah.
It's like, do people really care anymore?
Right.
Do people care really about Ronda Rousey after she lost 2 in a row? Like, it's or Tyson Fury.
Oh,
like,
no
do
one.
people-
I didn't give.
Nobody
I
cares.
didn't care about Tyson Fury.
You
at
know,
all.
No.
it's always too little, too late.
Right. It
Too
seems
much too little
Because
too
even
late.
Tyson, as big as it was, would have been way bigger if it was still the killer Mike Tyson that was, the new
Right.
Mike Tyson.
Well, I think that I mean, it was a way different time.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
So it reignited his like popularity as well.
Right.
Like put him with Stone Cold Steve Austin, gave
Austin
him
Tyson?
the
Oh my
rub.
God,
Yeah.
Eggplant City, dude.
Eggplant emojis for everyone.
Tears falling upwards.
But yeah, I agree with you. It's like I don't know. I like football too. I watch football, but
I don't. Yeah. I mean, and it's also like there's like what was that? New Year's Eve he was doing the thing,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, that's stupid. And then they showed like whatever his like cruise ship was, where he was all drunk.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. Like that's gonna probably do bad for the roster and the locker room. It's not gonna help anybody. It's just gonna it's gonna cost the company money, which is gonna, I don't think it's good or bad. I don't.
Yeah, nobody
care.
cares about the crossovers. Like, did you care about Mayweather? It was cool.
It was neat.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was good. I mean,
that was probably one of the better ones.
Right.
Or like even
Zeus.
That was probably the biggest one. Tiny Zeus Lister. That was probably the biggest crossover they had.
I liked what's the cat's name that played Arrow? Steve
Stephen Amell.
He actually did really well.
Yeah.
Like but yeah, most of the football guys that come in for like one shots, like Lawrence Taylor, like I didn't care.
Yeah,
especially not the main event WrestleMania. Like
Right.
what?
Yeah.
What? Why? What?
Was it because it was in Chicago?
I don't know.
I think it was maybe just for the local part of
Maybe.
it.
Even when
Good
they
thing WrestleMania is not a global event.
Good thing.
even
Not
when, like,
World Wrestling Federation.
in the 70s when they brought in Muhammad Ali for a couple, it's like he was still past this point.
Right.
It would have been cooler
Right.
10 years earlier when he was the man.
Right.
But it was
I think it's just name recognition after
Yeah.
the fact.
But I mean, now they get, like if he's legit and he's here to stay and and he's training and if he's good, like there's been plenty of football players that have come along.
Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock. There's been plenty of people that have come from other sports that have done great in wrestling, like Bradshaw, like Roman Reigns, like The Rock, like all these other people have come in from other
Earthquake
sports.
was a sumo wrestler.
That's right.
Grand champion.
That's
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna.
He was a Yokozuna.
I don't want to end the show on a John Tenta
No, let's end it
reference.
on a
Let's
high
talk
note.
about something else real
We
quick.
have one more video to play.
Let's do it.
One more
This one's a
video.
little not safe for work, but I'm going to play it anyway because it's awesome.
this
He's a
Earthquake?
friend of... it's not Earthquake, no. It's a friend of mine. Well, he's not... it's someone I've known for a long time. I'm not gonna tease it or anything like that. I'm just gonna play it. This is good.
Well, Rick, Mark, and Corey, you're celebrating your 4th year anniversary of the Rassle Rock Podcast. I want to congratulate you, Rick and Mark. And Corey, get a fucking haircut. Get a fucking haircut. That hippie look went out years ago. Okay? Just stop it. Get a fucking haircut, take a fucking bath. And also, it's bad enough being a hippie, but an unfunny hippie. Your comedy sucks, and you suck. And, but other than that, congratulations.
So, Gilbert Gottfried, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Old friend of mine.
He's a big fan of Corey Castle.
That's
Big fan.
My new comedy credit is I've been roasted by Gilbert Gottfried.
There you go, man. Yeah, good friend of mine, good friend of the show. Gilbert Gottfried. We've had him on plenty of times before.
Thanks, Gil.
Thanks, Gil. Appreciate it, Gilby. Oh, man. So that about do it for the 5-year anniversary, right? I mean, that's a way to end the show. Right? That's a way to end the show.
Yeah.
So that about do it, man. Corey, you got anything anything to plug?
Check out the Teespring store. Check out those charities. If you listen to the show, you watch our content, you love Rick's YouTube channel, let us know you exist. Like I say every time, and if you checked out this podcast and you like me, check out my podcast. It's called Evolving with Corey Castle.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
YouTube.com. No, it's not. YouTube, it's tinyurl.com/YouTube Rick Connor. Our Teespring shop is teespring.com/stores/Rassle-Rock. give to some charities, help us out, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
Can
Matt?
I plug one more thing?
Sure.
Please check out Struggling with Sozio.
Yes.
That's a great podcast. He's a great friend of the show. Great friend of mine.
Shrugging with Sozio.
Shrugging.
I don't know.
Right.
Struggling with Sozio. He just posted last night the newest episode with Rick Connor, and it's worth a listen. Please check it out.
Absolutely.
Practical Jokers ever movie? Yeah. That's it, guys. Struggling with Sozio.
Also, my other podcast, and it's something to do. I do with Mark Kalbacher's sister Karen. So check that out. It's on iTunes and all that stuff too. Matt, do you have anything to plug?
No, man.
You got a network pick?
Yeah, I do actually. Real quick. What was it, dude? Oh, WrestleMania 7. I've been going back to because it's WrestleMania season, so I've been trying to watch some stuff. And there's an underrated match I forgot about. The Rockers against Haku and Barbarian.
Ooh.
And you should check it out because some people. I think when people think of Barbarian matches, they don't think of anything special.
Yeah.
But all four of them together was good because you got the two powerhouses and you got the Rockers. So check that out.
And that had, if I'm not mistaken, Gorilla Monsoon and Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh yeah, on commentary. Yeah. That's a good team right there.
Yeah,
dude. It's almost as good as Mojo Rawley and Michael Cole.
Did you pick up your microphone, idiot? Did you watch the FCW documentary on the network?
Yeah, it was good.
It's totally worth checking out.
I want to check that out. I didn't get to see that yet.
I mean, that was another topic I wanted to get into. We can get it to next time I'm on.
Next time.
It's evergreen. So
and that camera just went out again.
Whatever.
I came back. I don't know. But a network pick for me, real quick, if I could throw one out there. There's a Steiner Brothers versus Brett and Owen Hart.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that's from. It's like a Superstars or something. A Coliseum video type of thing. But yeah, if you get a chance to see that, that's an amazing match.
Speaking of network news, they're adding more WCW Saturday Night Main Event I think this week coming up. They're adding more stuff from mid-90s WCW. So I'm pretty psyched about that because I grew up on 1993, dog.
93, yo.
It's my year.
Yo. All right, man, that'll about do it. We're done here for Rassle Rock.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm Rick Connor.
I'm Corey Castle.
I'm Mark Kalbacher, a.k.a. Dad Tista. Dave Batista's my son.